waiting to a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. You're a little shy thing with a wild side. On a night like this, you just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup. If we're talking about memories, yeah, we're gonna make them. Talking about rules, you know we're gonna break them. When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. Yeah, we all the same cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink. Here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, your buzz blowing it up, it's going all night long. When the lights come on. Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised, ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight, till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang, nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight, till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Bears coming in at 6-3, going up against the Browns, who come in at 7-2. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And an alley to run. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. What a move. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's the first carry for Dwayne Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
And they'll run it here. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go with Howard again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And the Bears are going to get a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the grab made by the tight end, Pruitt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Caught out left side by Robinson. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back to throw here. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They'll go with a keeper. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The coverage good. The pressure good. Leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Back to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Bears. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little game. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concerns coming into this one. Right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50, the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll get 19 yards there, and the Bears are going to get a first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
first down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Here we go. Blue, 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage... losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away, and that's exactly what happened there.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Let's go. Flex round.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was 1 possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's where they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And Miller with it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be first down Bears. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Percy Harvin now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And now it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Leopard! Back down and out, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the ball is knocked out. So here we go, first and 10 now. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out. It turned into a big loss of yardage.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. In the red zone this time. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And the wideout in motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw here. And Miller with it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Fresh set of downs here.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they were able to get to him on it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wright's got it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They come up in an offset eye. They pitch out to Howard. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They run the counter now on first down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. A big play that time for Cleveland. 79 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.